What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to Guild of Dungeoneering. My name is Splattercat, and I'm happy to have you here today as we go ahead to take on the Rat King. Not the Ninja Turtles one, though. If you don't know what a Rat King is, it's kind of like a play on words. They tend to be in like a lot of RPGs because the Rat King is an old city urban legend where down in the sewers, it was assumed that there was so many rats that they would just fill in the same spaces. And so there would be too many rats for them to get away from each other, and their tails would get all tangled, and they would grow together into a big mass called a Rat King, which is basically just a big mutant malformed rat lump. And so anyways, that's what a Rat King is. You can actually look it up on Wikipedia if you wanted to. It's pretty gnarly. I think I'll probably... Is he level? What level is he? We'll put him in right there. I think our character is doing really, really well right now. We're in the middle of the Rat King's dungeon with Mira, the cat burglar, who's wielding a piece of wood and a Wonder Woman crown like she was made to wield them. And so I think I'll probably... I mean, I don't want to keep our character dithering around too much. I'd like to actually accomplish something here if we can manage it. I think that corridor can go right there, and that'll work out. We do need to make ourselves a path to get over to there, though, so we need to watch out for some kind of, like, T-joint that faces to the east, and then I think we might be able to make that work right there. We can throw a cat, or we can scratch. Let's throw some cats at the enemy. Obviously, every cat burglar comes equipped with at least several cats. Otherwise, you can't do your job properly. Cats love thievery. It's one of their favorite things. My kitten steals stuff all the time from me. And then I'm going to use... Let's use Scratch, because that allows us to preempt the enemy, and that should be pretty good. And so there it is. We strike first, and the null goes down. The combats are definitely getting faster. Taking care of this stuff, that's going to be a body cloak, I guess. I thought cloaks go on... Oh, a weapon. We don't have one of those yet. That'll give us Slice and Interrupt. Blocks 2 magic, and it's a quick 1 physical. That might be good. Tattered Mail. Okay. I don't like it when my mail comes tattered. It makes me upset. I additionally do not like being a tattered mail after I have been battered and sliced over aggressively. And so there's multiple jokes right there. I'm just going to deploy all of them. I'm going to clear out my mental revenue of everything I have available because why not? There's no repercussions for this. I'll go with the stilettos right there. Yeah, and not the shoe. She's not going to be walking around in stiletto heels in the dungeon. That would be way too stereotypical of an RPG. Let's go ahead and grab the stiletto because that's the only empty slot we have left. Now that she's fully equipped, I think we just got... Squeak. So she's going to go northwards over to here, but we need to figure out... Unfortunately, there's a very specific card we need in order for that to work. And until we get it, we're not going to be able to move around too much. Like, I can't deploy that right there and just ignore that hallway because they have to connect. And so what I may do, let's put that out to right there. I'm going to see if I can make a little loop around right here. It'll just be like a big weird hallway that all connects right here. Why you would do that, I don't really know. But it seems like fun, so why not? Let's deploy a Rat Man right there, too. No, Rat Man, forward to victory. We can take this further. Alright, so we got a nasty rat. Let's go ahead and take care of business. We have Covetous Fountains. Hero gains 1 HP per damage block next fight. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and throw out a Slice. It's looking altogether too much like my golf game. And so there it is. We will throw a cat on the next one because what better weapon to throw at a rat than a cat. And then finally we're going to finish off with Pounce, which cannot be blocked, and we'll be out of here. The combats are getting much faster. That's good because the first couple, I don't know if it was just because I was reading things and trying to figure out what I had. It felt like they were dragging, but I think that was more my fault than the game's fault. So we could take the straight jacket instead of taking the fluffy shirt. And that would get rid of shift, but it would give us +1 HP. I think I'd rather have the +1 HP because we already have a lot of quick attacks. So I'm going to put on a straight jacket real fast. And what's she going to do with her next turn? She's going to move up this way. Okay. Well, that's the piece that I was looking for right there. And it looks like the dungeon is pretty much full of, like, things for us to fight. I'm going to go ahead and populate it as much as I can because we might as well take our pick of the loot. But until we get that eastward-facing T-joint, we're not going to be able to go through here because it has to face every single entrance. So we just kind of got to wait it out until we get that card that gives us the geography that we need, I suppose. Got Throw Cat and Slice. That's going to be Headbutt 2 damage, but he's going to hurt himself. Let's go ahead and throw out a Slice. Alright, half of our enemy's health gone. I think lining up for a Throw Cat on the next turn. Oh man, I got Head Blow, so I got to discard a card. Still, we have Throw Cat in our inventory, so we should be able to do 3 right there. In fact, we could have done it even if we didn't, because he damaged himself on the next turn. What are you going to do? So for a weapon, instead of that, we could have Rekindle and Bash. I'm not really too interested in any of these. I think I'm just going to take the gold for now. We'll add that on in. And so we've got a gold pouch right there. I'm going to throw that into that room to try and lead her around. We still don't have the card that we need in order to go that way. And so what may end up happening here is at some point I may take like a little bit of a cut until I end up getting the piece I need to fill that in. Because I don't think there's any reason to have like 20 minutes of me waiting for the one piece I need to finish the dungeon on camera. Still, let's hang out for a little while. I'm sure something will come together here. Alright, so we got ourselves a Rat Man right now. Let's see if we can solve this quickly. Our first couple cards, we got Throw Cat, Slice. I'm going to go with Slice first because it sounds like a real attack, whereas Throwing Cats, it's clearly a comedically inspired attack. I don't trust it. We'll throw a cat right there too. That'll do 3 damage on that turn. Very, very nice. And then we'll use Pounce, which is going to be unblockable. Actually, we could use Shift. Let's use Shift. That'll work. And there it is. And so now that the combat is over, we get to choose between, oh, we can have a Glyph. That'll give us Smite, which blocks magic and deals magic. Or we can do Mind Strike, which replenishes our cards in our hands. I think I'll probably just take the gold, in all honesty. And so there's the gold right there. We've got another gold pouch. Unfortunately, I can't deploy this anywhere. Little bit troublesome, but we'll figure it out. Let's continue to deploy monsters, and we'll try and make this as lucrative as we can. I'm going to throw a gold pouch in right there, maybe, and that might divert her back that way. Are you kidding me? Oh, man. When it comes to puns, they're breaking out the kit and caboodle. Alright, so we've got Throw Cat. Okay, let's start off with that right there. I think we're doing fairly solidly right now. Unfortunately, I'm just waiting on the cards that I need to get out of here. We'll throw that one. He's going to deal 3 damage, and on the next turn, I'm definitely using Firebolt. I do wish there was maybe like a little animation down here for the attacks. That's just about the only thing so far. Everything else feels nice. If you're into like TCGs, or you're into card games, or board games, I think this is probably a pretty fun one for you. We've got, I like Holy Seal, even though it doesn't come up very often, so I'm just going to take some gold. Ah, there's our T-joint. I knew we'd get it eventually. And so what I want to do here is I want to put the gold right there because I want to guide her around. Although the gold's right there, I should have put this one in that room. There is an element of strategic play here where you're trying to basically capitalize on as much cash as you can while at the same time trying to minimize your time in the dungeon. I guess I'll put him right there, and then we'll get another gold, and I'll try and stack him up in other rooms. This is going to be a catastrophe. Catastrophic events are known to happen when the Splattercat is in the house. It's nice because this is all thematic, too, because I'm the Splattercat. So, you know, it's kind of one of those fun things. I'm going to use Catnip real fast to make ourselves a little bit stronger. Cats get crazy on Catnip. It gets wild. That should add 1 damage. Does that still add physical? No, it adds physical to the next physical, so it's not going to help much. Let's Fire Blast. Yeah, get blasted, my friend. Get blasted. So he's got anger right there. We've got a physical attack which can't be blocked versus a physical attack which is fast. Let's do that one because that'll kill him on this turn. There we go. So we're all out of here. That's going to give us a cooking pot for our head. I'll probably just take the gold. So let's do that. The game is locked to 30 frames for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why that is. I'm sure it's a design choice. I'm not really sure why that's... Yeah, it looks like the gold pouch gives us 2 stars, so we are able to increase our revenue while working our way through here by just stacking lots of gold pouches. I think I'm probably just going to end the turn right there because I don't want to fight anything else. And so we'll go this way, and hopefully we can get to the Rat King, and I'm really, really hoping that we are competent enough at this point to beat him. There's the massive gem right there. Oh. If I put the massive gem over there, will you go for it? I don't think she will. Oh, if I put that right there, what about that? There we go. That's what I wanted you to do. Let's end the turn and she'll go over here. I want the massive gem because it gives us free stars, and I want to be able to expand my guild out more and get new characters. So we got to fight over a massive gem. I'd fight over a massive gem. It kind of depends, though, because gemstone is sort of just like a blanket term. It could be a gemstone or something that's not really worth that much. I'm going to use Shift on the first. Actually, let's use Catnip. My cats get super crazy when you give them catnip. It's like kitty cocaine. Like, out of their minds. The next thing I'm going to do is, let's use Holy Seal to block off. I don't want to, actually, we can cancel out that discard if we use Shift, so let's do that. I mean, we still lose a card, but we gain a card too, so it's not that big of a deal. And then we're okay right there. He's going to use Headbutt. I'm actually going to use Holy Seal right here to gain health back. And so, that blocked... Is it magical damage block? Like, how does Holy Seal work? We didn't lose any health. Weird. I got to play around with that a little bit more. It looks like... I thought you got health for each thing blocked because we've got healed using it before, but I'll have to play around with it more. I don't know if I still have my catnip, but I'm going to go for throw cat for right now because it's an unblockable attack and we don't have any blocks anyways. So, oh well, we are Legoless. Let's go and throw another cat. I should have done the quick attack, but it doesn't matter. We'll still get out of here okay. And so we got the thing right there. Got the male coif. I'll probably just go with the gold because that'll be a good way to get her to go back this way if you get some freebie gold right here. And so I'll throw that right there. Let's go ahead and end the turn. We'll get the free gold, and then we'll go after the Rat King. We'll finish this dungeon off because it is taking a little while to get through here. So there's a little bit more treasure. I think at the end of the day, we've probably got about 10 or 11 extra stars out of this place. I think we'll go with... Actually, that's pretty much it, so let's just end the turn. We'll go after the Rat King and see how this lands. Forward to shiny loot. Alright. So the Rat King, I think we're just about equal with regards to the lineup. We're going to have to play this carefully, though. He's got head blow, so he's going to try and make me discard a card. I'm going to go with block 1 any, plus 1 HP per damage blocked. So I think that just means you block 1 and heal 1. I think that's all that it means. Let's go with Holy Seal. It'll allow us to block that damage and we won't have to discard, and that's all I really care about for right now. On this side, it looks like he's got charge, which does 2 physical damage, and so unfortunately, we're going to have to live with that one. I'm going to go with, actually, I can do, yeah, let's repel. So there it is. We take nothing. He's going to go with a strike now. I'm going to throw a cat at him so that we get a little bit ahead with regards to the HP race. He's going to throw out parry, which does 2 damage and blocks 1 physical. I'll probably go... We're going to take 2 damage here anyways. So let's go with pounce, I guess. Because it's unblockable, we can still attack through that shield. And so it's even now. He's got bite, which is unblockable. I'm going to go with shift, which is going to give me an extra card. Actually, I don't know if I should wait on that or not. Let me catnip up, I guess. We'll take the unblockable damage. Anger, he's going to deal 1 damage and damage himself. And so it might be a smart idea. Let's go with scratch. And so that should put him down to 1 HP. And then if we can preempt him with shift, that's going to be the combat and we win. And so there it is. We managed to take it. The Rat King is down. We leveled up and got plus 1 HP. I don't know if they gave us the treasure that was sitting right there. We got
hurrah, a victory. That was so quick you made it look easy. Another happy tale in our short story, if not a little bit violent, and not for the queasy.
Alright, everybody, welcome back. I think we're probably gonna go... Don't worry about it, I just had to... Something happened. A thing happened in the background, and I was like, no! Running around my house like my head was on fire. We've got a trophy room that we can add now, and we get that for freebies, it looks like. The trophy room should be front and center. Like, when you walk into the guild, the first room you should see in front of you is a room filled with impressive stuff that is a testament to how awesome we are. So let's put that over there.
Caught up in all this doom and gloom of all the places you've wrecked, it's nice to have a big trophy room. A place to quietly reflect.
So apparently that's the Rat King's tail, which we've pinned up on the board. And so I guess he's level 3 maybe. I think that's maybe the level of the monster. And so rats, how original. We took 2 dungeon runs right there, and that's going to be our kill. Let's find out what we can do next. We got enough money to where we can expand the guild out pretty aggressively. And so I think I'll probably go, ooh, the archery range, 500 gold. We can get an archer. That'd be super cool. Oh, a barbarian. What? I kind of like warriors, though, too. But maybe we'll unlock some items here. Let's go with a blacksmith. It'll give us scale mail, a mace, scimitar, and a soldier's helmet. I don't like scale mail. It lets me know that I've just been really indulgent over the holidays and I've put on a few pounds. It's mail made out of scales. That's pretty much what it comes down to. And so there's no way to sort of deny the fact that you've been gaining weight if you're wearing the scale mail. It can hurt your pride a little bit. But you know, I'm prideful enough, so maybe diminishing the pride is probably a good idea. Let's build one of these. We'll build the blacksmith, and then the other thing that I wanted to build, where does the blacksmith go? The blacksmith goes right there. I don't know where I should put this. The blacksmith probably shouldn't be near the sleeping quarters because that would get annoying. Why do you need 8 beds for one person in that one room? And then this room doesn't have any beds at all. It's just a bunch of crates or whatever, and I guess she just sleeps on top of them because they're comfy that way. Maybe I'll put that right there. That looks good. That'll work for me. I'm happy with it. Let's expand out a little bit further, and I think I'm going to go after the Bruiser right now because I'd like to play around with a new character. We're getting a lot of female characters. I think the last time I played the game in the tutorial, everything I got was male, but I guess it's a 50-50, so, you know, we flipped the coin 3 times and it landed, I don't know, you want females to be heads or tails, you call it, I don't mind. Either way, it landed on the same one 3 times in a row. Still, all the single ladies was the battle cry of our Mountain Blade Warband playthrough, so, oh, the single ladies. It'll work out. We've got the training yard right there. The training yard should obviously be outside, so I'm going to put it right there. We got shade.
Not a gentle kind of dungeoneer, nor a poet, or a muser, but one that fills the heart with fear. I give to you the Bruiser.
Nice. Alright, so we have ourselves a Bruiser. It looks like we have a new place that we can go. Oh, we missed it by 1 star. If I had gotten 1 more gold bag, we could have done 3 buildings in 1 episode, and that would have been the shiz. Anyways, let's go exploring.
What's this? There's more? A whole world to explore? Why, there's gold to be found and treasure in store. But what's the point? You're all hit and miss. It's so plain to see. You're not cut out for this.
Ugh, if I never hear another story about clearing out rats, it won't be too soon. My employees did return with some interesting rumors from the Rat King, though. There was a mention of a magic orb, an orb of nosiness. It's exactly the kind of thing I could use to keep an eye on the Ivory League. I need all the help I can get if I'm going to take them down a peg. The rumors point to more dungeons out in the grasslands, and I'll search there first. What am I saying? I'm not stepping foot in the place. That's what I have chumps for. And if they don't want to do it, there's plenty more who are eager to join a guild. I've also decided that from now on we'll be known as the Guild of Dungeoneering. Either that or the Guild of the Ivory League of Explorers is stupid. I can't decide which will look better on our letterhead. Oh wow, there's a bunch of dungeons out here. I was thinking I should probably like rename all of our characters. And so what if I were to poke you instead? Oh, you can click on them? That's kind of cool. The rulebook clearly says that clicking me doesn't achieve anything. So can I rename you from right here? Like what happens if we go in here? No? Oh, it looks like they're stuck. Never mind. I mean, I might be able to some other way, but I'll figure it out later. Not a big deal. I kind of just want to play the game for right now. It's addicting. I like it a lot. So on this side, we've got... What is this? The Adventure for the Fire Lord. So Quest 2 is Scorching Spoils, and then Quest 3 is the Bath Bomb. Quest 1, Lovely Loot, Chests Full of Treasure. And then Quest 2 is The Terrible Truth. This one is the Goblin Menace, Take Out the Guards. And then the second part is Orcs. Alright, well I'm going to go after the treasure chest because it seems like it's going to be the most lucrative. Let's ride! I'm going to bring Chade, by the way. It was already defaulted to the one that I wanted to play, so that's what we're going to go with. If I end up leveling up characters off screen, I don't know. It looks like these might be... What level are these? This might not work out so great for me. This might be a rough day. I might lose a Bruiser. I don't know if I should put gold right there. I should probably try and go around this thing. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. And then I'll use gold to try and get her to go this way. Awesome! Gold pouch minted. Why does the gold smell like mint? I mean, I get the pun that you're making right there. Ooh, a scary spider. Let's do one of those. And maybe like a fire imp over there to level up on. We gotta have some grist for the mill right now. That'll work out okay. We've also got to... that one doesn't fit really anywhere. I guess I could put it right there. That sort of works. It has a large hole in the middle, though. This room is dysfunctional. I would like a refund, please. A scary spider. Hopefully we deal a lot of damage. You trying something? So that'll make us discard... Oh, we can attack one and block one. Let's do that. Ha! Nice and even. How did that deal so much damage? Why did the scary spider take so much damage right there? He's gonna use Spook. I'll go with Nice Try, chump. And that'll block the magical damage. So it appears as though Chade reflects damage. That must be her ability. Because right there it says she does spiky damage, so I assume she retaliates in some way. That's pretty cool. Let's go with Oi. Oi, you lot! And down goes the scary spider. Getting our punk rock on, be like, oi, oi, oi. We've got the soldier's helmet. I'll probably go with that one because it's free HP with no downside. Wearing a pot on our head. It's a kettle helm. It's a literal kettle helm. I'll probably put... We could put a massive gem right there. Put a corridor right there, maybe. And then maybe some silver coins right there. I don't know. Sometimes they seem dead set on doing whatever it is they're going to do. And so we're fighting a zombie. That might be vastly outside of our capabilities, but we'll try and figure it out. Oh, we're spiky right there. Okay, when you fully block an attack, you deal 1 damage. Ah, taking 2+ damage in 1 turn causes 1 extra damage. Oh, that's pretty cool. So he's got Acrid Fog. I'm actually going to block those 2 right there. And so that's pretty good. We'll deal some spiky damage right there, kind of whittle the foe down without actually having to do anything. The enemy's going to fire out 1 damage and heal for 1. That's a little bit unfortunate, but I guess we'll make it work. I'm just going to attack straight through. We got 1 magic damage coming in right there. That's unfortunate. We're not being able to deal any damage right now because that drain is working overtime against us. I'll probably do you trying something right there to block that, and it'll deal a bunch of damage right there. Very, very nice reflection. And there's that magical block that I needed previously. So we'll go with that one right there. Get out of here. Seems like it'll work pretty well. That'll do a couple of damage. There it is. I like the Bruiser. The Bruiser's pretty good. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's do nice try chump, and that should finish off the zombie. You actually kind of outlast the enemy when you play the Bruiser. You don't really attack. You have them kill themselves on your shield, essentially. We can go with Repel, or we can go with Tatter. We get 1 HP, we get 1 Stupidity, and we get Repel. Sparkly Headband we've seen before. It gives Holy Seal and Fire Blast. We can get the Scimitar, which it gives Slice and Dice, which means that you deal 2 damage, or, it does 3 damage and 1 of them is unblockable. Cool. Let's do that one. That sounds nice. I like killing things. What's in the chest? Ooh, more loot for us. Okay, so we can take the Quaff, some Tattered Mail right there, and a Cooking Pot. I think I'll take the Tattered Mail. It does give us a Stupidity, but I don't know. We could use it as a discard bait, too, if we have to. Okay, so she's going to go back down to over there. I'm actually not going to modify the plan at all because that's what I want her to do. So down she goes. Alright, so we got ourselves the gem. That's going to be some extra stars for the end of the dungeon. We've got a massive gem right there, which I think is a pretty good call. We'll put that in right there so that we can get to the other chest. I'm going to put a massive gem in. It looks like she wants to go that way. So let's go ahead and sprinkle massive gems all over the place so that we get freebies. There it is, plus 5 stars. Oh, you can only move 1. Okay, so I guess she only moves the full distance if she doesn't interact with anything. We've got a bear owl over here, which is obviously a joke about owl bears, which are an old D&D monster. We've got a bandito right there. Let's take the bandito. I'll take the bear owl. Why he's so naked right now, I can't really tell you. But hey, every now and again, you just got to show what's who. Let's see here. We got bandito right there. All right, we'll put, I don't know, put a bandito up there. I play a card anyways. Meh. Alright, so a level 3 bandit versus Shade. We're actually in a lot better shape right now, so offensively and defensively, we should be able to do a pretty good job. We got Stupidity on that side. He's going to go for Stagger. I'm going to repel that so that we deal 2 damage. Or we deal 1 damage, I guess. I thought we dealt... When you fully block an attack, you deal 1 damage. Oh, so it's just when I eliminate all damage from the attack. Okay. I don't read very well. It's my fault. I think Dice sounds nice. So let's go with Dice. So that's going to do a little bit of damage. Ooh. That's a big one right there. Oh my god. That's brutal. Well, I'm not going to waste an attack if it's just going to block it anyways. I wonder what happens if we lose. Should have been something that I thought about. I'm hoping that he's cashing in all his good cards right now because seriously, this is not looking so good for us right now. Let's go for Slice. The fight is even, so it could get better for us. Head Blow is going to be right there. I will probably go for Oi since that's all that I have, and we're going to lose a card right there too, unfortunately. So with the discard, we end up with Get Out of Here and 1 damage. Let's go for that one. That's all we can do. And we're down to 1 right now. Oh, and we got it. You trying something? There it is. Wow, we pulled that one off by the skin of our teeth. That was so close. We almost missed that one. Can't be killed unless on 1 HP. Oh, we're Tenacious? That's pretty good. Tenacious Me. Tenacious Me. What do we get for the sword? What does it do? Blade 2? It doesn't look like it has any abilities. That's weird. Huh. Let's take the wooden shield because we don't have an offhand right now, and that's going to be clearly a good choice. Tenacious is really nice because it means we can't be one-shotted from high health if we mess up and play the wrong card. And because I'm terrible at video games, I always like to make like backup plans like that. Anyways, let's continue here. That worked out really, really well for us. I think that that was a situation where we got a piece of gear that was very, very strong, and we had a fight that let us know that we're not necessarily, like, out of notice yet. Like, seriously, the game does have some challenge to it. That Bandito was actually quite a bit worse than I expected him to be. Let's just leave it how it is right now. I'm afraid that if I move any of the floor plans around, she's not going to go straight for the next chest. And so I'd like to finish this one off ASAP, because we're just about out of time right now, and you actually can't quit. Like, this would be the last episode I record for the day. A little bit of look inside of what I do here on YouTube. And because you can't quit from inside of a map, like, if I quit the game right now, I guess it takes me back to base or something like that, because there's no way to exit the game from where I am as far as I can tell. I tried pressing escape. I tried pressing a bunch of stuff before I started playing, and I don't think you can exit. So anyways, we'll go... you're going to bite me. I'm going to punch you. Everything's going to work out great. How do you like this? Not at all. I do not like it. Parry. So let's go ahead and repel the parry. Alright. Kind of like an immovable object hitting an immovable object is because both of those were like defensive moves. We got dice right there. I think that's going to be a good call, so let's go after it. We're not playing against an unblockable, but still. On this side, I think get out of here is going to be what we want to play right there, because it'll give us a bonus damage and it'll save us from a discard. So there's... Wait, that should have dealt 1. That should have dealt 1, and then it should have blocked a physical too, right? How come that didn't work? What does Fury do? All physical attacks do +1 if on half... Oh, that's why. Okay. So he's got an extra little thing right here that makes it so I didn't block all the damage, therefore I don't get the retaliatory strike. Let's go ahead and take the slice right there. Down he goes. Barrel all nice and done. We've got the feathered cap, which gives us restore and rekindle. We can take the spear, which would give us interrupt versus shift. Okay. You take the bone armor, which would give us... Hold on, if I go to Shade, does that give us 1 HP, though? I think that gives us an extra HP as well, but it's not saying it on the character sheet. Because this one right here, Arcane 1, it gives you +1 HP. We would get Stupidity, but we would also get Counter, which is a pretty good move. Versus Repel and Counter that we already have. Wait, I gotta mouse over it right there. There we go. Stupidity and Armor 1, so it does give us 1 HP. That one right there would also give us 1 HP, it looks like. But it would give us Mind Strike, so we get 3 cards instead of getting 2 cards. That leads me to believe that this one is slightly better. Let's take that. And so we still have the same amount of HP, but on the plus side, we ended up with extra cards. I don't want to do anything right now because it'll cause her to change her path. Let's just go straight for the enemy. Finish off this other Bear Owl. Large chest, it has 3 hearts. I don't know what that means, but we'll figure out in a minute. Alright, so in this battle, we have Slice and Dice. This guy's going to hit us with a Neurotoxin early. I think I'd probably like to block that because I don't want to have my hand depleted this early on. I like to keep my hand variety for later on in the game. We'll go for... Let's go for Dice. I mean, we might as well deal some damage. I don't think he's going to be playing any unblockables anytime soon. Watch the next one be an unblockable. He's not at half health, so get out of here should work for us, I think. Unless it's retroactively applied to the... I don't know, we'll find out. Yeah, okay, so it's not retroactively applied. Now, Fury is in effect, so he deals +1 damage on all physical attacks, which means that we actually have to adjust, because this would be a 2 physical damage attack. Let's go with Repel, I guess. People do say that I'm repellent. It's not a nice thing, but honestly, it plays in pretty well with my defensive abilities right now. We'll go with Oi right there, and that'll be the end of the fight. Oi, oi, oi. On this side, I think I will more than likely, with the spear, we would go with Slice and Dice versus, we already looked at this, but I want to look at it again. So we get 2 damage. So instead of Shift, which is a hand replenishing ability, and Interrupt, we would lose some magical defense, but we would gain a lot more physical abilities. I think we're pretty rounded out right now. Honestly, I really do. I think we're rounded out. We would lose an HP if we went for the Scale Mail, but we'd get Counter, and we'd lose Mind Strike, too. Last thing I want is for my mind to go on strike. Let's just take the gold.
Well, victory, it being such a fine, fleeting thing, is often not to be found. Who knows what horrors the future may bring? So cherish it while it's around.
Alright, and so that's the end of our time here with the Guild of Dungeoneering. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me at the Nerd Castle for another fun episode of the Guild of Dungeoneering. I like this game quite a lot, actually. It's got a good thing going for it. It's got a theme. It's got kind of like a motif with regards to the artistry and rendering. The artistry and, I guess, representation be a better word. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm having fun. But then again, I'm a board game nerd. I love board games, and so this is essentially just a digital board game. I could play it all day long. I'll see y'all next time. If you like the game, check it out down below. Hi, do everybody.